Welcome to episode 53 of A to Z Sports Talk. I'm AJ here with my co-host Zach, here for some more sports talk from all around. I mean, it's almost October, so we're getting to the point where
In
everything
two
is going
days
down here. It's crazy.
or in one day. You got one
October,
day.
October, in my opinion, is the best sports month of the year. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I'd
It's
say
got
so.
everything. I guess besides college basketball. College basketball starts in November, right? I'm pretty sure it's November,
Or late October.
right at the end. Yeah.
I think
So
it's November though.
the MLB season is down to its final 5 or 6 games for just about everybody. So we have MLB talk, the Cardinals, some big news. They clinched, and so we're excited to get into that.
Mhm.
Kind of relaxing watching Cardinals games now, not like stressing about Albert's at 700
I
or
didn't even. I
us
started
winning the.
watching the game last night and just stopped
Yeah,
because we had the B team in.
yeah, exactly. I did the same exact thing. Yeah.
I saw Juan
Um,
Yepes playing third, and I'm not gonna watch this.
yeah. Yeah, we are in including NBA into today's episode, which I'm very personally very excited
Oh,
about.
I'm
Basketball is my thing.
super excited.
So we have our top 10 point guards in the NBA. We're going to do our rankings like we did in MLB and NFL. Then it's the preview time. We're talking college football. We're talking NFL. Our picks for this
Let's
week,
go.
and then we're talking a little bit of fantasy. People have been recommending, or I guess asking us to do some more fantasy talk. We've been doing it on TikTok and stuff like that. So TikTok is growing quickly. We're at almost 2,400 followers now. So pretty fun. But Zach, you've been living the life down there in Florida. You keeping safe?
Yeah, I survived a tropical storm slash. I guess it was a tropical storm like yesterday and today. And I think it technically when it went back off the coast, it got to a Cat 1 hurricane, so we're like in a hurricane warning, but like it's not even doing anything here. It just kept going east. So like tomorrow morning it's gonna be like beautiful, like 70 uh 2 degrees, 73 degrees, partly cloudy, little windy. I
But
walked out because I was like, I have to at least go outside during it to experience it. So
yeah.
I like took out my trash and it was like barely raining and just windy and kind of really
So
cold.
so you didn't get any of it, and it's pretty much passed for you then.
Uh, we'll get some stuff tonight. It's where I'm at. I'm not in a flood zone or anything, but on the beaches, they may get some flooding just from the storm surge. I know St. Augustine, they had some flooding downtown just from the storm surge. They got more rain too, but it just kept going east. Thank goodness. At one point, they have that little cone that shows where it could go. At one point, it
Mm-hmm.
had like the middle of the storm going, like literally, I looked on the map. It was directly over my apartment. I was like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah,
It would have been a
buckle in.
tropical storm, but still, we'd get a lot of rain, but it just kept going east. We haven't got nearly as much rain as they thought. It's been fine. I've been working from home yesterday until tomorrow. Then I can go back to the office. Don't like working from home. My apartment's too small for that. If I
Mm-hmm.
had a second bedroom or something, it'd be
Yeah,
better. But
yeah.
I have all my stuff set up on my dining room table.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I'm glad you're still alive, man, because I don't know if I could do this podcast without you here.
Well, if it was a hurricane, like prayers to Fort Myers and all Southwest Florida, like
Hmm.
I'd have been evacuated. I'd have been
Yeah,
out of there.
yeah. Pretty crazy stuff. But we can get it rolling here. Did you see it's wise? Mine was again, we're talking NBA today for the first time in shoot 20 episodes, probably something like that.
Thank
It's been a long
God. No, I'm
time.
kidding.
So I'm fired up, bro. So your guy, you've always liked Giannis. Giannis said really recently that Steph's the best player in the world. And then 2 weeks ago, he said LeBron was the best player in the world. Then last year after the playoffs, he said Kevin Durant was the best player in the world. And then I think he's up there too. So I don't know if Giannis is just trying to be humble with the whole situation,
I
or
think
if he
Giannis
just,
is just being Giannis.
or
Like he
literally
doesn't.
just.
He's just saying stuff because people get so butthurt about
Mhm.
what people say.
Yeah.
Like if I say anything about LeBron, you'll get a little butthurt.
If I say anything about Clemson and the Cowboys, same to you. But yeah, I thought that was funny. Everybody was like reposting and stuff because it's like, does he have no idea what the best means? It's like, because I have my own opinions on that, and we can get
I
into
think he's
that.
doing
And
it for fun. He's just so
yeah,
funny,
yeah, yeah.
just so down to earth.
we can definitely get into our top players in the league before the
Oh
season
God.
starts. That'll be very fun. Very, very fun. That's what I had. Did you see it, Wise? What you got?
I guess I got two now. I thought of another one. My first is Yadier Molina is going to be managing Puerto Rico and the World Baseball Classic, which that's in Miami. May go to a game if possible.
Mm.
That'd be super cool.
So how,
Second,
how many
what?
countries? How many countries are in that? Do you know?
Maybe like 16.
Okay.
I don't think it's that many. Maybe 8. It's Japan, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Venezuela, US.
Cuba,
I don't know if Cuba does or not.
they might not.
The Netherlands are always in it for
I
some
think
reason.
I think Canada's in there.
Canada, maybe Australia, maybe
Mhm.
South Korea,
Oh, that's right.
not North Korea.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, so yeah, Yadier Molina is going to be managing. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe he'll start getting into coaching more. Obviously, he kind of wants to because he's going to manage. Maybe it could be like a catcher's coach for us.
That'd be amazing.
And my other, did you see it? Was Russell Wilson being very cringy with his Danger Witch TikTok?
Oh.
That was,
Rough to watch, man.
yeah. I watched the whole thing and I just felt very uncomfortable.
Is it the thing for Subway? Or is it something new?
I think it's Subway,
Is it? Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah,
the Danger
that's
Witch.
the danger with.
You
Did
tell
you
me
say it
something
was
you did
spicy,
dangerous.
spicy or something like that, or with a kick or something like that, or something like
Yeah, something's like,
that?
ooh, spicy.
Oh, it's Russ. Yeah, he's gotta chill, bro. He's gotta chill.
I liked Russell Wilson,
Um,
but now he's just kind of weird.
yeah, I know. Is that all you had? Did you see it, Wise?
Uh, yeah.
Okay, right on. So baseball wise, we've only had two Cardinals games really to discuss, but we've had some teams clinch from around the league. So I guess we're really going to focus more on the playoff picture today. I guess Cardinals wise though, clinching. What was that? Tuesday night? Yeah, Tuesday night in Milwaukee. Michaelis was great on the mound, and yeah, good to get it done. Good to
Yes.
get it finished up.
Especially in July the Brewers tweeted, "Hey, how's it looking from 3 games back?"
Uh-huh.
Well, it's looking pretty good now considering we are up. Oh, we're only up 6.5. Wow, I thought it was more. I thought it
Mm-hmm.
was more. That kind of doesn't make me feel as good. But we clinched, and you guys aren't
Yeah.
even in the playoffs yet. So
I don't think they make it, personally.
really,
Yeah, I think the
they have an
Phillies and
easier
Padres.
schedule than the Phillies. I think
How many are they back right now, currently? One, two?
they're actually tied.
Oh, are they? Oh,
Yeah,
okay. That's different. I thought they
the
were still
Phillies
two
have
back.
lost 5 in a row.
Dang. So who I
I'd
mean,
rather
we
Milwaukee get in than Philadelphia, though.
you'd rather face Milwaukee than Philly? Yeah.
Yes,
The
without
only
a
thing with
doubt.
the only thing with Milwaukee is that chance that Corbin literally and Woodruff, we don't score on them.
Well, they have Nola and Wheeler
That's
and
true.
way better hitters.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that Milwaukee lineup is absolute trash. Like
Yes.
Hunter Renfro leads them in average at 254. Um, yeah, pretty awful. But no, great to clinch that. Last night, obviously you said it already. We had that B team in there. Yepez was playing some third base, and um, so yeah.
Yeah.
But this weekend's gonna be phenomenal. I'm going tomorrow night, Friday night, I guess tonight whenever you're listening to this. But um, to see Albert one more time, I'm sure he'll be in the lineup. I'm sure, right?
He should be every single game.
That's what I thought. Okay.
If he
Yeah,
isn't,
I mean, I could understand maybe sitting him one or two in Pittsburgh, but especially to finish off this season for
hmm
people that don't go to playoff games, I would be very, very confident that they'll have him in there. And Yachty, I think
and
Flaherty's
Wayno's
pitching.
pitching Sunday, I believe, the last
Yeah,
home game.
yep,
That's
yep.
sweet. Just
I
getting
know,
goosebumps thinking
I
about it.
know. Yeah,
I've been
that's.
watching all of those videos
Mhm,
the Cardinals have been posting the
mhm.
last innings. Oh,
Yeah. Did you watch the one today? They came
I
out with one
did.
today. Bob Costas. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I keep posting them on our stories because they got me. They got
I
me.
get like goosebumps and
I
chills all
know,
over.
I know, I know. Um,
I also have to mention Newt Bar in the locker room was hilarious.
what else do you expect from Newt though? That's who he is, bro.
He's so
My
funny going
goodness.
around interviewing guys. He was pretty good.
Hmm.
He tried to get Goldie, and Goldie's like, "No, get away from me."
Hmm.
He like ran
Yeah,
away.
yeah, yeah. I
Uh,
saw his one with Nato and who was the other one I saw?
Kisner
Wayno, maybe Kisner. Yeah, it was
and
Kisner.
Ollie.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw those three. That's what I saw.
Also, it's
Yeah.
cool how last year when Pujols was released by the Angels and he was a free agent, and Arenado said, "Hey Albert, you're my favorite player," and all that, and then see him like dumping the Budweiser on his head. I was like,
Mhm.
"This is awesome," and
I
it's his
know.
first division win. So
I
as
know.
a
That's
player,
crazy. That's absolutely crazy. No, so how do you feel moving forward here? Either the Phillies or the Brewers. Do we have a chance of playing the Padres? How does that work?
we play. We'd play whoever's the last wild card team, correct?
Yes.
It's
So
it's
who
most likely going to be Philadelphia or Milwaukee just because San Diego's up 3, but
okay.
anything can happen.
Yeah.
San Francisco's still in the hunt. They're 6 back.
Yeah,
They're
there
not
you go.
officially eliminated yet.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I saw one major team that I think had higher expectations coming into the season that was eliminated, the Red Sox. They were officially eliminated. They dealt with some injuries, but offensively, if you look at their lineup, they're really loaded. It's just the
They
pitching has
lead
not
the
been there.
MLB in team average,
Yeah. I mean, it's a loaded roster. Devers and Bogarts and JD and yeah.
and that's about
Um,
it.
exactly. I mean, Verdugo's been hot for them. Trevor Story's been not good, but got some power for them.
Sure
I know,
glad we didn't sign him.
I know, I know, I know.
It
Um,
it looks like we had our shortstop the whole time, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman, yeah, and Paul DeYoung.
Yeah, yeah.
So how are you feeling postseason wise though for us? What's our ceiling? What's our floor? What
I'm
do you
feeling
think?
good. Michaelis Pitt has been pitching great the last few games. Quintana pitched good. He pitched good last night, even though we lost, right? Or
I think
decent.
he gave up one or two. Yeah, he's been
Uh,
unreal. He's been ridiculously
yeah.
good.
Montgomery's been pitching great. Wayno, hopefully he can get it going, but
Hmm.
I trust Wayno with all my heart.
Same here.
Like
So
if he
I'm
had to
gonna bring
start a
up.
game and my life depended on it, go for it.
So are you saying ceiling is a World Series win
Oh yeah.
still? And then what's the floor? You think we get? Do you think there's a chance we get booted out in the wild card round? Because my floor
Anything can
is
happen.
yeah.
MLB, anything can happen. That's why I hope we kind of play either well, we're gonna play Phillies or Brewers and
Hmm.
hopefully I guess one of them has to win some games to get in, but it's not like they're super hot right now, I don't think,
Hmm.
if I
No,
can get back to the
I mean you
standings.
just said the Phillies lost five straight, and
Yeah, so
Milwaukee's been
Milwaukee's 500 the last 10 games. Philadelphia's 3-7. So yeah, I think we can get past them. I really do. We just can't have 40 scoreless innings.
yeah. After that, that's when my floor comes in. I think our floor has to be that divisional round. Braves or
Mm,
Mets, they're still fighting for it. Um, Either one is extremely tough, though. That's when it gets. I mean, all the playoffs are going to be tough. Like you said, the Phillies or Brewers couldn't knock us out. I do think though that um, that right when that divisional round, if we could get there, that's when it starts because you got to face the
yeah.
probably the Dodgers after that, and then you probably have to face like the Astros or something. It's just
Hmm.
it's a very loaded league
Yeah,
for sure.
very kind of
Top
top
heavy.
heavy.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
That's perfect. We were thinking the same thing. Yeah, very top heavy. So we mentioned this a couple episodes ago. Has your four starters changed for the postseason?
No, it's oh my God.
And
It
what I
is
guess what order would you give?
I say you still have to do Wayno one, maybe. Maybe Wayno 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
Then Loki Michaelis has been pitching so good.
Mm-hmm.
He's up there 1 or 2. And then Quintana or probably Montgomery and then Quintana, I would say, maybe.
Okay. So I would go Wayno one, Michaelis two, Quintana three, And I'm gonna watch tomorrow start with Flaherty because Monty's been a little up and down these last couple.
Yeah.
Um, so if Flaherty looks dominant tomorrow, then I'm really torn on him and Montgomery for that fourth spot. But
I would
either
like Flair just put Flaherty in the bullpen and say throw a 99 and just
yeah, let it
have
go.
some nasty stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think we're in a good spot, depth wise pitching. If any guys struggle 3 innings, we got Palante, we got Woodford's been really good.
Flaherty,
Yeah,
Mats,
Mats has been
Hicks,
good out of
they
the
all they
bullpen.
all have thrown multiple innings.
Yeah, it's great. Zach
Even Helsley
Thompson.
throws 2 innings every once in a while.
Yeah, Gallegos struggled a little last night, but Gallegos has been solid. I really like where we're at there. Offensively, Carlson's hitting a little better here, which is great to see. He had 2 doubles on Tuesday. Goldie had 3 hits over these last 2 games. He's
Yeah.
one that really, if we can get him going again, watch out, everybody, for sure. And then I don't know the status on O'Neill. I don't know if he'll be back or.
Yeah, Mozeliak, they had an interview and he said the plan is to have him back, but the clock is ticking because
Mhm.
obviously the postseason starts pretty soon.
Yeah, exactly. I like Nootbaar and Wright. I know his average doesn't show it, but he puts together good at bats, makes the pitchers work.
Good
Um,
defender.
very good defender, very super strong arm. Carlson and I guess Dickerson. Would you go Dickerson?
Yeah.
Dickerson's been really good, especially in the second half. Um, but yeah, we'll definitely come out with our predictions whenever everything's set in stone. But from around the league, Judge tied Roger Maris last night, 61.
Thank
And
God.
it's yeah.
If they would have cut in on another college football game, if they were playing Saturday, thank God I'm going to be at the game Saturday at Clemson. But
hmm
top 10 matchup, ABC primetime, they cutting into Aaron Judge playing I don't know
The
who he'd be
Orioles or
playing.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Orioles or the Red Sox
Yeah.
hitting 61 when Barry Bonds hit 72.
hmm
Like, yes, it's an American League record and ESPN loves the Yankees, but
hmm
it's awesome. Like, he's having an incredible season, but
Yeah.
I would just see the notification, then go watch the video on my own.
Exactly. That's what I did. But no, that fan was. Some people said it wasn't that close. I think it was pretty close.
I kind of looked at it a couple times. I didn't think it was as close. Like, he had to
Yeah,
lean over one. There's a lot of things you have to take in
for
consideration. You don't
sure,
want to lean
for
too
sure.
far and just kill yourself. The
Yeah.
guy, with
Yeah.
all due respect, didn't look super athletic.
Did you see his
Super,
name?
no. Is it
Joe
Johnny?
was Johnny, or yeah, Johnny Lasagna.
Yeah.
Johnny Lasagna. He's an Italian restaurant owner there in Toronto. Yeah, I thought it was just like so
Oh,
perfect. But no, he yeah, exactly. He he was really beating himself up over it. Did you see that? He's
yeah.
chucking his glove and like telling people off. Yeah, that was pretty funny. But no, good for Judge,
If
man.
you caught Albert's 700th ball or Aaron Judge's 61st, which yeah, it's American League record, but
62 means more to me than 61 because
yeah.
he's tied.
Or the
I don't feel
62,
people.
what would you do if you caught it? Would you just be like hold it and get a ton of money? Or I'd be like season tickets for life, green seats.
Yeah, I would probably ask. I'd probably ask for some type of money, of some sort. Now I don't know how much that is. I saw the Just Baseball podcast. They said $1 million. I don't know if I would go that with it.
It would probably
I'd
go for that much.
oh, for sure, for sure. I'd probably say like 100K, and then ask for like a day out with, or like a lunch with Aaron Judge, or a lunch with Albert, whatever it is. Just kind of
I'd
talk
ask
to him
for
about
super good season tickets.
that. Like you said, green seats. That's a pretty good
That's
choice.
if you do the math on that, you're hitting 100K probably in a year.
That's true. Yeah, and
All you
even
can
if you
eat
do,
food, that's the best thing. I've been in
mm,
a couple all-inclusive clubs at Busch Stadium. Everything's better. The chips are not the nacho chips that are like kind of stale.
mhm.
They're crispy, like like a good Mexican restaurant chips.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, so good. Um, and then they usually don't. They stop serving the food like an hour after the game. Green seats, I'm pretty sure they do the whole game.
They
They
do.
come to you. You don't have to get up. You'd be like, bring me a hot dog, pretzel, and 40 beers, and
Yeah.
boom, they
Yeah,
come
it's
with their
there.
tray and give it to you.
It's
It's
crazy.
luxury.
It's unreal. But look at the if you can pull up the standings real quick. Let's go through that one more time.
Yeah.
Talk about some people who have clinched already, and
You want me to share my screen?
that'd be phenomenal. Yeah, that'd be great. Hopefully, it doesn't.
Can you see
Uh,
it?
yes, here it is. Let's go.
This is
Now
just the
everybody can
wild
look at
card.
this.
I can switch to
We
regular
need
season.
we need to do this more so people can see what we're
Yeah.
doing here. Um, but yeah, the Toronto clinched today for the wild card.
Okay. Yeah.
And Seattle's really close to booting Baltimore out, which is crazy that Baltimore played this well this year. But they also at the end here had a chance, and as you can see there, they've lost 3 straight. They had a chance to do something and kind of choked here. But Seattle's not been playing well either. So, but that's pretty much set in stone.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited for playoff baseball, man. I'm so excited to do predictions too.
I love
I'm
playoff
so excited for
baseball.
predictions. It's amazing.
There's
Also,
nothing
the
like it.
as the you can't really experience it down there, but even right now, the weather, bro, it's cool and crisp here in St. Louis,
Well, it's
and
cool right now because we just got
that's true. You guys got to,
smoked by a
yeah.
storm. But like this weekend, going to Clemson for this football game,
hmm
I looked at the weather because that storm's going to pass right through, and then the game's going to happen. A
hmm
low of 51, high of
Oh,
65.
that's nice. That
Whew.
is nice. That is nice. So National League wise,
Oh, sorry.
so so Mets are leading the division, huh? Right now
Yeah.
by a game. They had a crazy walk off last night. Eduardo Escobar, kind of carried them. So yeah, Yankees got that locked up. Cleveland got theirs locked up,
Yeah,
which still
Cleveland
blows
by
my
a ton
mind.
now.
Crazy, absolutely
Uh,
crazy.
Houston, it's crazy that they're up 17 games against Seattle.
I know. Mets Braves. They have a 3 game series this weekend. That's going to be massive,
Yes, that's going to be
massive,
sweet.
massive, massive. And then we're down there. Got that done, and then don't even have to scroll any farther down.
Yeah,
Dodgers have locked
21
that up since
games up,
July. Unreal. Almost a month of baseball up. That's unreal. Yeah,
107 games. Jeez.
they've got to be the favorites. They've got to be the favorites.
Oh, yeah. They were the favorites before the season started.
They're the favorites pretty much every single season. I
Yeah,
like what
because
I like.
they just spend money.
I like what Baltimore's got for next year.
Yeah,
I think they're going to be very exciting. I wonder if they'll go try to get a big arm trade wise or free agency wise because that'll be something to keep an
they
eye
have the
on.
prospects,
Minnesota,
or just let their guys
Minnesota,
develop.
Minnesota's one team that really. I mean, I see the Angels down there at the bottom there. Obviously, they're disappointing every year, but the Minnesota Twins, they were in the middle of things and just fell off. They're a
Hmm.
team that has to be pretty frustrated, and then of course the White Sox there too.
I think
Um,
the Rangers are sneakily like looking up.
oh, okay, would you say they're more of a disappointing team this year? Or?
No, this is what I expected, but I think they're getting better.
Okay, yeah, they got Corey Seager, Semien, John Gray this offseason. I thought they were going to be a
Uh,
little better than
Nathaniel
22
Lowe,
under. He's been
who's
really good.
he's hitting like 300.
Yeah, with 20 bombs, he's been
I don't
really
know if
good
they
for
really
them.
have like you said, John Gray. They don't. That's about it.
Mm-mm.
But
Adolis Garcia.
yeah, he's
Um,
good. He hits
he,
power, gets a lot of RBIs,
mhm.
plays good defense.
I think he's got like
Terrible on base percentage.
240 or so this year, which is better than his 210 or whatever last year. Um, but yeah, Detroit was disappointing to me this year.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I knew they were going to be bad, but I thought they'd be better than that. Kansas City, the same. I thought they'd be a little better. Oakland, I
Mm.
expected that. I think we both could have said that.
I expected them to be worse. No,
Oh my gosh. San Diego, I expected them to be better because I thought Tatis was going to be there.
I thought they'd be better with Juan Soto
Very true. Very true.
and all the guys they traded: Josh Bell, Brandon Drury.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they have a great rotation.
Yeah,
Josh Hader in the back end has not been
yeah.
good for them. So, Philadelphia, I thought I think they've been okay because Bryce was out for so long. I think 11 games over is pretty solid for them. What do you think?
Yeah. Bryce Harper's been kind of bad since he's been back, though.
He has been.
I like
Brewers,
it.
I honestly thought were going to be worse. I thought the Brewers were going to be worse than that. I had no hope for the Brewers. I thought we would win
Yeah.
the division by 10 plus.
Did you see the preseason predictions of the final standings and like final record? And the Cardinals, they had him at third at 79 and
Yes.
whatever, and then Cincinnati second.
Yes. Isn't that unreal?
Yeah, the
It's
disrespect.
ridiculous. Ridiculous.
The
San
Cubs,
Francisco?
the Cubs are actually to me better than I thought they would be.
Yeah.
And Arizona, both
Yeah.
and Colorado, honestly.
I agree. I completely agree. San Francisco up there. Can I make a
Yeah.
bold pick? They're going to get Aaron Judge this offseason.
Mm,
I've said it on live a few times. I'm going to rock with that.
yeah, I don't
San
think so.
Francisco is getting Aaron Judge
If
this
Aaron Judge
offseason.
is smart, stay accept whatever New York has because you can't hit home runs anywhere else. You can't hit
Mm-hmm.
60 when you don't have a short point.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be that
So
person.
Aaron Judge and Lamar Jackson both bet on themselves, and it's paying off so far.
Yes.
So far, I mean, Judge it did, but Lamar it's paying off so far. What about Miami? I think they're looking up
They need hitters.
for sure. One of the worst offenses I saw in history.
Yeah.
Some of the analytics. Cincinnati, huge disappointment as always.
They're gonna be good in a couple years. They got a lot
You,
of prospects.
yeah, you would think. And same with Pittsburgh. I like some
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's players for sure. And Washington's about 10 years from now might be competitive again, but they're they're in a
They'll
down spot
get
right now.
they'll get a young outfielder who becomes amazing at age
Mm-hmm.
18 and then they trade him because they
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you ready for some NBA talk, my man?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's let's get it on here. Honorable mentions for me. I had two. My boy from Toronto, Fred Van Vliet, threw him in there. I'd love to put him top 10, but I didn't. And Shea Gilgis Alexander was also an honorable mention I had.
Oh, what, you
Um,
didn't have him on your list?
which is kind of, I look at these 10 guys and I'm like, who is he better than? Because SGA should be a top 10, but I just don't know who I'd leave off. So did you have anybody that you left off that stood out or
There's one guy who I really want to put in here because I really like him, but I felt like if I put him in at number 10, everyone would just roast me.
I know who you're talking about.
Who?
De'Aaron Fox.
Yes, I love
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, you love
He
Fox,
is the
bro. You
best
always
2K
have.
player of all time.
Just zoom past everybody.
That is the only way I can play 2K now is just get an
Yeah.
athletic player, or you
Yeah.
can't get by anyone.
Yeah,
So my
exactly.
number 10, some people probably have him higher because they love him, but it's actually gonna be a co number 10 because I couldn't decide.
Okay.
So first was LaMelo Ball. Don't like
Okay.
him,
Okay.
but he put up good stats in his second year now.
Hmm.
Yeah, he had 20 points, six, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, so it kind of does it all. Not amazing shooting percentage. Uh, he has some steals, but I don't really think he's a great defender. I just think it's because he's so tall and long.
Exactly.
Get some
Yep.
steals. I think his brother though, Lonzo, is actually a good defender.
Yeah.
Not like,
Lonzo's
but
dealing with some stuff right now. Have you seen
yes,
that?
I saw that.
That's insane.
Yeah,
Yeah, he might be out for the year.
yeah. Again,
Yeah. That's rough.
so my code number 10 is Drew Holiday.
Okay.
I love Drew Holiday. No one ever talks about defense.
Hmm.
By far the best defensive guard.
Sure.
And while
Yeah.
being the best defensive guard and guarding like the other team's best player, he averaged 18 points, had 6 assists, 4 rebounds, shot the ball 50 I'll round up 55%, and had no wait, that was his 2 point. His field goal percentage is 50%,
Hmm.
and he shot the three at over 40. I may have
Yeah.
got LaMelo's wrong. Oh, LaMelo's field goal percentage is worse than I thought. Okay.
Yeah. It was like 43%. Yeah.
Yeah. So Drew Holiday, he never gets talked about. Super consistent career, super good defender. I've always liked him.
Hmm.
Those are my number 10s.
I like it. I like it a lot. I was about to hype you up with the Drew Holiday because he's pretty high on my list. My number 10 was a guy that I think is going to be top five in the next few years. I really do. Darius Garland of the Cavaliers, 22 points a game last year, 9 assists almost. I always round up with that stuff. 3 rebounds, shot 38% from three, 46 from the field, led a Cleveland team. And we're going to get probably, I mean, before the season starts, get into our predictions for teams. Keep an eye on the Cavs. They got Mitchell now and all those young guys over there. They're going to be good. But yeah, I had Garland at the 10 spot. He's a good player, man. He's so good.
He is my number 9.
Let's go. There you
Yeah.
go.
So he shot the ball decent.
Mm-hmm.
46%, 38 from three. He does take a high volume of shots. He's kind of like I would say Damian Lillard type of player.
I could definitely
Shoots the
see that.
three. I don't think he's as big as Damian Lillard. I think he's kind of smaller,
Mm-hmm.
6'1". He's
Yeah.
actually a player where when they look small, they're actually are at a height that you think
Exactly.
they are.
Yeah.
But he's just super good. I think he's gonna have score more points this year. I think he'll be around the same assists. It's hard to just like keep going up in assists, but
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna have a lot of weapons, and he won't have to take a big burden of the scoring because Donovan Mitchell will be there to help. They got Jared Allen, Mobley,
Mobley.
and Okoro, who
Mm-hmm.
stud.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Garland. I think they're going to be in the spotlight more this year with Mitchell there, and I think more
yeah,
people are going to notice how great he is.
and
My
he
number
was an All Star
nine,
last year, so
he
it's good.
was, and he's going into his third or fourth season, something like that.
Fourth, I just X'd out.
Fourth. Gotcha. My number 9 was LaMelo Ball. Just so long, athletic, can do it all on the floor. He's one of those guys that I could see getting really close to averaging a triple double. He's pretty close already now, 27 and a half and 7. Like to see a little more efficiency out of him for sure. His three ball can fall.
Mm.
Almost
He
40% with
takes
the
some
three ball
stupid shots.
off balance, fading backwards. Yeah.
I still hate his shooting form with a passion.
The elbows out. Yeah. Yeah, but no, LaMelo has lived up to the hype so far, and I think that Hornets team. I don't have huge hopes for that Hornets team, but he's gonna be really good for them again.
My number 8
Mm-hmm.
is Shea Gilgeous Alexander.
Okay.
Uh, he's just really good. He's also, I guess he was a point guard last year. They had him as a shooting guard the 2 years before.
Mm-hmm.
But he's scored 24 points last year, which was up there in the list of leaders in points. I think I really have no idea who Curry. No, who got it? LeBron got it, right?
And
No,
points, Embiid,
Embiid got it.
like on the last day. Yeah,
Him and Jokic and Giannis were really close to each other in points, or was it him and Giannis?
it was Embiid and Braun until the last day.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he just is super talented offensively. I have no idea if he's a good defender. I don't watch Oklahoma City Thunder games that much.
Mm-hmm.
But
No, not many people do.
no, I am excited about them though. They are a very fun team to play on 2K and
Mm-hmm.
sim like 2 seasons, and then you're amazing.
Yeah.
Uh, but he had 6 assists, 4 rebounds, shot the ball at 45%. Needs to work on his 3-point percentage, but I think he's gonna have a really good year this year, especially with Josh Giddey in his second year and
Mm-hmm.
like probably the best player in the NBA, Lou Dort, along with him playing. So yeah, I think he's number 8. I think those him and Darius Garland are really close. They're like very similar,
I agree.
kind of their trajectory too. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he is my number
Yeah,
8.
I hated leaving SGA off this list. You could really mismatch Garland, Ball, Van Vliet, all of them together. My number 8 was Chris Paul, and if you're looking at points, Chris Paul's not going to do it for you. 14.7 last year, but led the league in assists in his age 36, 37 season. Almost 11 assists per game. Very efficient. His three ball was 32%. He's never been a big three ball guy. He's that mid
Mhm.
range assassin, which is crazy because he's 6 foot, maybe six
Yeah,
one.
6 foot.
So yeah, he more of an impact team wise than just stats wise. Even though he did
Mhm.
lead the league in assists, it's more of like ever since he got there, the Suns have been competitive, and he has a huge part in that. So yeah, he was my number 8. What
Yeah,
was higher, obviously throughout his whole career was much higher than that, but
yeah,
yeah.
my number 7 is Christopher Emmanuel Paul. Uh, his full name was on Basketball Reference, so
you had me like reaching. I was like, who the heck is that?
uh, but Chris Paul probably, if we're going off like what you need as a point guard, like a prototypical point guard, Chris Paul would probably be the best player to resemble that.
Mhm.
He's such a good passer. He makes the team around him good better. He shoots at a high percentage. He shot almost 50% last year. Uh, I don't know. He just does everything well. He's also a solid defender, high in steals. He's getting older, but he's still a good defender. Uh, doesn't turn the ball over that much. His career has turned the ball over around a little over 2 times per game, and he gets
Mhm.
10 assists. So that's a 5 assist to turnover ratio. I think that's
Yeah.
pretty good. Good free throw. The only thing with Chris Paul, he plays amazing in the regular season. His teams play amazing. And then it's
Mhm.
the wheels fall off in the postseason. That's really his only knock. He's been incredible everywhere. Every stop he's been, every team's been really good. He's a
Mhm.
winner in the
Yeah.
regular season.
Yeah. Now, first ballot Hall of Famer for sure.
Yeah, for
Top
sure.
5 point guard, probably. I'd have to do some research, but off the top of my head, probably.
There's a lot of point
You,
guards.
I know there is. There is.
Steph,
Magic,
Oscar
Oscar.
Robinson, Magic. Was
Mm,
Jerry West a point guard?
yeah,
No. Yeah.
John Stock, or I think Jerry was two guard.
John Stockton. Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete's the goat, man. But no, CP is just a savvy. You talked well about him, just a savvy veteran point guard. Really smart player. My number 7 could be top 3. If he decides to put it all together. Kyrie Irving is my number 7. 27 points a game last year, almost a 6 assists, 4.5 rebounds. Really efficient. 42 from the three, and yeah, if he plays the game, if he shows up, if he plays, he's easily a top 3, and
If
he's
you
been one
smell
of
that sage when you're walking into the arena, you know
the
he's
he's
gonna drop
there.
40.
Yeah. Now he's one of the most gifted, if not the most gifted ball handler ever, one of the most gifted scorers ever. Um, not a great defender, but just such a good
God
point
no.
guard. So good. So
A
good,
lot of
man.
these point guards left on my list are not great
Uh-huh.
defenders.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So my number 6 guy who's just out of the top 5 for me is Trey Young.
Mm.
Uh 28 points last year. Didn't realize he scored that much. 9 assists. Shot the ball 46%. 38 3-point. Trey Young's really good. I guess some knocks on him. He's not a great defensively.
Hmm.
He probably has the steals. No, he has like 1 steal a game. Uh, he's really good. He's an all-star. I don't know. I thought the Hawks should have been better
For sure.
with their talent, and I don't know if he has. I feel like a point guard, you got to be a leader of the team and kind of
Hmm.
help your team win. Kind of like Chris Paul. It's not like he has Devin Booker and then some other pieces around, which I'd say the Hawks around them are semi-similar. Not like maybe not as good, but
Hmm.
I don't know. I feel
Well,
like you have to.
they made that deep playoff run the year before to the Eastern
Yeah, and then they
Finals,
got some
or
more pieces too, I thought in the offseason or like another I don't know who they got, but everyone
Mhm.
thought they'd be a top team. What didn't they like get in the play in?
Yeah, they lost in the play-in.
Yeah, so yeah, that's yeah, he
But
has
I mean,
to like
they got
lead their team
Dejounte
to victory, like make everyone around them play better
for sure.
instead of sometimes Trey Young will just do
Put up
the
big numbers.
jacket up from I know he had 9 assists, but sometimes he gets a little let's see how far deep I can shoot the ball.
Hmm. They have Dejounte Murray now, so this is a big step. I want to see defensively. He's going to help out that backcourt a
Mm.
lot. I want to see how that works.
I like DeJounte
Um,
Murray.
my number 6, speaking of defense, was Drew Holiday. You talked really highly of him. Really efficient. I know he doesn't take as many shots as some other of these guys. Giannis takes a lot of shots. Chris Middleton takes a lot of shots, but 50% from the field, over 40% from three, the best defensive point guard in the league, if not one of the top three best defenders overall in the league.
Mhm.
And so yeah, I mean, he didn't have the points like some of these other guys, 18 points a game, but 7 assists, 4.5 rebounds will do it, and a huge part of that potential again championship Bucks team.
Yeah, I love Drew Holiday. Ever since he won his first all or got his only all-star with Philadelphia, I was like, this guy's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So my next number 5, my top 5 is Damian Lamonte Ali Lillard. Uh, so Damian Lillard last year, he only played 29 games. If he played the majority of the games and put up like he did the 2 years before, probably top 3, top 4. But I love Damian Lillard. He just scores. He does have really bad field goal percentage last year. He shot 40% from the field and 32% from three. But also, who else you got on that Trails Blazers team to like even
Yeah,
score the ball?
he
I
was
know they have
also out. He was out
what?
for a lot. He had that core problem,
Yeah,
that core injury, and he was out for a lot. So that's why I
yeah. He
think a
only
lot of
played
people,
29 games.
yeah. So people were saying maybe those inefficiencies from the field is from using your core in your shot. It's a lot. Every
Hmm.
time you rise up, if he's feeling any type of pain, that's tough to play through.
Yeah, and he still put up 24 points.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
But I
Um,
think he's gonna have a really bounce back year, and he's just so good. I just want Portland to be good. They're doing the same thing they did before now. They have Anthony Sims instead of CJ
CJ.
McCollum, and I think CJ
Yeah.
McCollum's a lot better than Simmons or
Mm-hmm.
Simons, whatever his name
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
But he's really good, but he's never gonna leave Portland, and they're just gonna play the backcourt game and not
Yeah.
get anyone else around
They
him.
they got Jeremy Grant at the three now. That's a lot better than what they have had, but he's
Oh
still
yeah, yeah,
not.
yeah. I like him.
He's
He
still
averages
not
like
like
18 a game. That's a lot
yeah,
better though.
yeah,
They're
for
winning it
sure.
all now. I didn't realize he was on that team.
Number 5 was Trey Young for me, and like you talked really well about him. Just puts up a lot of numbers, a lot of numbers. I'd like to see him get over that hump with the Hawks, and that would push him even higher. But he's still so young and going to have a tremendous career moving forward. I had him at 5.
So my number 4, this is very weird. He played the exact same number of games as Damian Lillard last year. I'm sure you can guess who it is.
Yeah, yeah,
Kyrie Irving.
yeah.
He is just so good, but so weird at the same time. He
That's
doesn't
good.
play.
That's like the most perfect way of saying it for somebody who doesn't know who he is.
He he's so you watch him on the basketball court and he just is ridiculous. Like he
Mm-hmm.
shot 46%, over 40% from three, like super good. Uh, he's never been a big passer. Like heck, he makes the shit ball better than anyone else at a
Mm-hmm.
higher percentage.
Mm-hmm.
But just like watching him play and just his handles are ridiculous. I just want him to play a whole season. He's never played the full 82 games. The most games he's ever played is 72, which is like the majority of the year. But
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see him play the whole season healthy. Um, no, nothing about sticking needles in your arm. Uh,
Yeah.
I just want to see him just go off because he had some games last year that were ridiculous. His percentage he shot, and it's
Mm-hmm.
just crazy how him and Kevin Durant are so good if they would just stay healthy, and they're both so efficient too, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean,
yeah,
it sounds crazy, but they could win a finals.
yeah,
Like, obviously, Ben Simmons
yeah,
defensively too. There, they could
yeah.
win a finals. It's just can they? Can
Bruce
they?
Brown, right? Isn't he on their team?
Yeah, Bruce Brown's very solid for sure.
Yeah,
Claxton
top 10
and
shooting guard.
yeah, there you go. My number 4, I love this guy, man. I love him. John Morant's my number 4, and that dude's ceiling is just rising. I'm really worried about injuries potentially. How he lands with some stuff gives me major Derrick Rose MVP vibes.
Because he's
So I'm
so
really
athletic.
I'm really
I'm
hoping he
telling you,
doesn't
the way
have
to
any.
go is to not be shredded, have that fat on you, kind of like the
Luca.
guy who's coming up on my list soon.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So yeah, Ja last year, really his main breakout year in a very young career already. 27 points a game, almost 7 assists and almost 6 rebounds, 49% from the field. Three ball, 34%, lower than most of these guys. But the thing a lot of people make a case for is they were really good without him. Remember that whenever he was out, they were really good without him.
They're also
And
good with
I
them.
think exactly. So I think that team is just really well run. I forgot their coach's name off the top of my head. Short, fat white guy with a beard, young guy. I could literally cannot remember his name though. But Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson, like they have really good supporting cast around him. But
Do you think
he's
the
different, man.
Memphis's supporting cast is better than the Hawks?
Hmm.
Or do you think they're kind of close?
I
They
would
have
say
similar types of players.
yeah, they are very similar. I would say now it's the Hawks. I think Dejounte's better than
Mhm.
any of those guys, but Jaren Jackson and John Collins are very similar. So
Like
yeah,
Bogdanovich and Desmond Bain and
exactly.
Danilo
Yeah,
Gallinari, kind of like Dylan Brooks, just
exactly. Yeah,
Dylan Brooks is shorter.
for sure. Yeah, but Ja was my number four, and I think he has number one potential in him.
Oh, he's my number three. Ridiculous. Scored 27 points. Wasn't expecting him to score that many points. Almost. He scored 8 more points, increases points per game by 8 points per game.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous. Uh, he's not a 3 point shooter. He shot 4 threes a game. He's an attacker, very similar to Derrick Rose as you're saying, which makes me scared. Uh, but he's really good. He's gonna have another great year this year, and also like he led them to a were they a 2 seed?
Yes, they were.
I know he played 57 games, so yeah, the team played without him for 25. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So he was playing for 57 games. They made a 2 seed. See, like that's kind of you. I would have thought the Hawks would have had a better. I know they're not in the same conference, but I thought the Hawks would have a better record than the Memphis going in probably.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And he led them to a 2 seed.
Yeah. No, he's unbelievable. And my number three was Damian Lillard, actually. And that it's more for me, this list is projections of what I think they're going to be more in 2023. And I think Dame, because I mean, if we're talking Dame last year, he's probably not even he's he's pushing latter part of the top 10, if not even in
Yeah.
the top 10. But he was out for so long. Dame's going to bounce back. Dame's a dog, and yeah, he's my number three.
Oh, so top two.
Yes,
Ooh.
sir. This one gets. I think we both have. I mean, we have to have the same top two, but this is interesting.
So all I'll say is last time whenever you told me you're number one,
Yeah.
there was a person I didn't realize was a point guard. So my number two is Steph Curry.
Let's go. Okay. Spicing it
Uh,
up. I like it.
well, it's true. Like, uh, so Steph Curry, 25 points last year per game, led the Warriors to the championship, played ridiculous. Um, and he got the record for most 3 pointers made in a career, which
Mhm.
he'll probably I say it'll
Demolish
never
that.
get broken, but all they do now is just shoot threes. So someone will
Mhm.
shoot a ton of threes and probably break it.
Yeah.
But what can you say? He's a winner. His teams are always usually winning, except for his first beginning of his career, they weren't amazing. But
Mhm.
8-time All Star, 8-time All NBA. I'm pretty sure he was an All NBA and All Star. He had to be last year. I know he was an
He
All
was.
Star.
Yep.
2-time MVP. Just ridiculous. And he won the Finals MVP this year, which was one big thing he had never won. And yeah, even the year before, he scored 32 points in the 2020-21 season. So he's been playing really good recently,
Mhm.
staying healthy. He's getting older, but he's a shooter. He's not a like he attacks the ball and he comes off screen. So I think Steph Curry could play forever.
For sure.
Just put him in the corner,
Yeah. Seriously.
automatic. But he's the
Yeah.
greatest shooter of all time. I just think Luka just does more overall than
Mhm.
Steph Curry. But I love Steph Curry.
I'm not against that. I'm not against that. So Luca was my number two.
Idiot. Okay.
Yeah, Luca's numbers are insane though. 28, almost 9 and 9, 46%, 35% from three. Defense is atrocious, but can kind of get away with it with some good pieces around him to help him defensively. I don't. I want to see Luca deep in the playoffs. I want to see Luca like a finals run. And I don't know if the Mavs can do that. With their best other guy now is Christian Wood. It's pretty comparable talent wise. I know they're not even close to the same player
Didn't they
as
make
like,
it to the Western Conference Finals this past year?
and then they lost to the Warriors. I want to see him in the
So we made
finals.
it pretty far.
That is true. As I was saying it, I was thinking, yeah, he made the Western Conference Finals. But getting Christian Wood paired with Jalen with him, it's like kind of like Jalen Brunson. Like they're good
Mhm.
players, but they're not in today's league. You have to have another superstar pretty much on your team to make a deep run, um, and win a final. It's just the league is so talented now. So yeah, so I don't know if he's gonna do that. I don't like the Mavs this year, personally. I like Jalen Brunson's impact more than Christian Wood's impact, or like a Porzingis when he was there, that type of thing. But Luca, just individual player wise, is just different, man. He's gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer when that time comes, and um, I know Braun's probably going to break the all-time scoring record this year, but if there's one guy in the league that I could see if staying healthy that could possibly get there eventually, Luca has to be in that conversation because he's so young still. But yeah,
Uh, yeah, Luka's my number one. Just ridiculous. He does it all. Like 28 points per game, 8 assists. I'm running up 9
mm-hmm.
assists, 9.1 total rebounds. He shoots 45% for shooting 21 times a game. Not awful. He makes 10 of them. So it's like, I think that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
His 3-pointer could go up a little bit. He's shooting
Mm-hmm.
35%, but also he's 6'7", 230 pounds. So
Yeah, and he's taken so many of them.
yeah,
He's
he's taking
shooting
so many shots.
tons.
I love Luca just because he's so crafty, like in the lane, in the mid range, just how to score.
It's
He's so
unorthodox. It's
he's not
unorthodox. You
quick,
don't
but
see it.
he's quick, but not like super athletic. He's
Mm-hmm.
like I can't think of the word. Like
Elusive.
yeah, a little elusive, like herky jerky.
Mm-hmm. There
Um,
you go.
I never thought of that phrase before, but I think he's really good, and he led the Mavs to a what were they, a 4 or 3 seed?
Four, I believe.
See, look, I do know my basketball.
Yeah, you know your basketball.
Uh,
You just don't like it.
yes, I always look at the box score. I just wish there was some more defense.
Yeah.
Um, like he led them to a 4 seed, and it's not like he had the greatest team around him, and he really makes their whole team go because he passes and moves the ball, and so many
Mm-hmm.
people are um looking for him to score, and I just think he's just going to keep putting up ridiculous numbers. And I can see the Mavericks making a run in the playoffs. I don't think they'll win the
Mm-hmm.
title, but they just need someone else. Maybe get lucky on a draft pick or something. I don't know. But
Mm-hmm.
Christian Woods, I think I like that pick because they for they've had no big guys for the past or no good big guys for the past couple of
Mm-hmm.
years,
For sure.
especially Porzingis, because Porzingis had him playing at center and he's just too wimpy to be a center.
Yep.
He's like a Dirk,
Mm-hmm.
just give me the ball and I'll score kind of guy.
Yeah. Picture like Luca and Jokic together.
Oh, that would be that'd be so fun.
Yeah. Think about all the highlight plays that would come from that. Steph Curry was my number one though. Finals MVP, four-time champion now, and just showed it again last year. But him and Luca, 1A, 1B for me. I think they're right there. You can really flip flop them. But a really talented point guard list, a really talented league. I'm really excited to do the rest of these rankings with you. I thank you for being energetic and enjoying the basketball talk, even though you're not an NBA fan. Um,
I
it's
look
always
at the
good
box
talking
scores all the
basketball.
time. I gotta see how
Yeah, yeah,
the players I like are doing.
exactly. So college football wise, more. This has been a super long episode. Or it's going to be a super long episode. But college football wise, let's get into some big games from this week. What you got from me, Zach?
All right. So obviously the biggest game is Clemson, North Carolina State, 5 versus 10, 7:30 on ABC. Game day is going to be there. The forecast has changed, so it will not rain. The forecast is actually going to stop raining before game day starts. So pumped. Uh, I'm so excited. It's going to be a night game. Get the light show going. I can't wait to see the big scoreboard. I guess I can post some pictures on Twitter. I'll be that person.
Okay.
But I'm super excited. I think we're gonna I think we're gonna win. I'm still nervous about our defense. Basically, just our secondary. Our defensive line will take care of the running game. It's just can our secondary step up, get some play like I think they should play or how they are capable. Stopping Devin O'Leary, who's super good, been there for a while. NC State has a pretty solid defense too. Uh they have a lot of returning guys who played last year,
Mhm.
but um you're in Death Valley. We haven't lost a game there in 30 bazillion years.
Yeah,
Game
yeah,
day is
yeah.
going to be there. It's going to be electric. I'm
That's
so
gonna be
pumped. I
fun.
got tickets in the lower bowl because tickets dropped because everyone thought it was going to be downpouring the whole game.
Yeah,
Guess I don't have to wear my raincoat now, but
let's go.
I'm super excited driving up there tomorrow night after work. We'll get there 10:30, 11.
I don't know if I've ever seen you this excited, Zach.
Oh,
Zach's
I'm
fired
pumped.
up here.
Yeah,
Let's go.
this game day after watching it like every
Zach's usually, if you guys don't know Zach, Zach's usually stone cold. His demeanors, but
my
Zach's
my
cheesing right
whole
now.
4 years at Clemson, it was when the ACC wasn't as great as they have been in the past, but now I think the ACC is really strong, even though everyone's like, "Oh, it's still the ACC."
Mhm.
I think we're still super strong. We're strong, and we never had a game day in Clemson. Like we played
Mhm.
Georgia. That was probably the biggest game I went to, and probably one of the more fun environments. But just to see top 10 matchup, it's going to be
Yeah.
packed, and
Oh yeah.
because they I think I've told you this. They used to have this pregame intro to the games where they would show Death Valley, and it was at a night game. Is when it was Deshaun versus Lamar Jackson. Game day
Hmm.
was there, and the stadium was like packed, like completely full. I
Hmm.
think I've been to a couple games where it's been completely full. There's always at the top deck, like the corners, there's not people in there, but I just want to see the hill packed. It's gonna be
Yeah.
cool. Like they showed. Sorry, I'm now rambling. This episode's gonna be like 2 hours
No,
long,
you're
but
good.
like running down the hill in that video, they shrunk it like the where they can run it because they try to pack as many students as they're
Hmm.
possible.
Hmm.
And so it was like super narrow when usually it's like the pretty wide. So I
Yeah.
hope it's like that. I have a good view of the scoreboard. I'm excited just to see the scoreboard, really.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's gonna
I'm
be an
pumped.
electric game.
Tailgating all day. Hopefully I will remember the game.
Yeah. That's gonna be an electric atmosphere for sure.
Yeah, I'm
That's
pumped.
probably actually, I know you always say Clemson's always the game to watch for everybody, but that is probably the game to
It's
watch
the
for
game to
everybody
watch
this
for
week.
me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Another game, Michigan at Iowa. I know Iowa can't score for the life of them. Keep an eye on that
But
though, I would
Iowa
say.
just it's at
Yeah,
Iowa. Just weird things
mhm,
happen up there.
there's something brewing there. Ole Miss, Kentucky. How do you feel about that one? 7 Kentucky at
What time is
14
that
Ole
game?
Miss.
Okay, I found it. It's a noon game.
Hmm.
Uh, that's gonna be an exciting game. Yeah. Now that I'm looking at it, I knew they were playing. There was a ranked team. I haven't looked too much at the games, but I think that's gonna be a high scoring game. I would say Will Levis, who people were projecting to go number one, and they're the first quarterback off the board.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Um, at Ole
I'm
Miss,
here
who I really
I'm
haven't
hearing
heard
that
much. What?
I'm hearing the Will Levis number one overall more and more as the season
Yeah,
goes on.
I think I think Kentucky wins.
Okay.
Ole Miss has. I know it's at Ole Miss. Their quarterback, I have no idea how Jackson Dart's been playing, but I know he's a little younger. He's a high like recruit. I'm sure he's been
Hmm.
playing good. But their running back for Ole Miss, Zach Evans, he transferred from TCU. He's been playing really, really good. He's been running all over people. So I guess my key to the game is stop the run for
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Yeah. I have
But I
I
could see
have
that game going either way.
I have an upset for you. I got TCU over at number 18
Hmm.
Oklahoma at TCU this week. You got the same?
Yeah, I was looking at that game. TCU has been playing really good. Their quarterback Dugan, Max Dugan, I think,
Mm-hmm.
8 touchdowns, no interceptions. I don't know who it was on game day, but one of them predicted TCU to win the Big 12. So,
Dang.
uh, I've
Yeah,
always
of
liked
course.
TCU back to when they had Andy Dalton and
Mm-hmm.
Travion
Yo,
Boykin, I think.
Boykin. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was so good.
I was about to say they had a black quarterback that I loved, but I don't it
He
was
was
a
on the
Boykin.
Seahawks, and then I think he
Yes, it
got
was
like
him. It was
arrested.
him.
So yeah,
Yeah, it was him. Yeah.
what would you expect? An NFL player getting arrested?
Yeah, for real. Purdue at Minnesota.
I saw that too. That's going to be all these games. It just seems like they're going to be just high scoring, close
Uh-huh.
football games. Like this
I
is a
know.
great week
It is a great
for
week.
college
Mhm.
football.
It is. Texas Tech at Kansas State's another one too.
Yeah, that'll be another another game where
There's
it
a
could
lot of
be
good week. Yeah, there's
high,
a lot of
like
good
close
games.
games. Like even Utah, Oregon State. Oregon State
Mm-hmm.
almost beat USC
Mm-hmm.
last week. What other game?
We got a massive
Oh
game.
yeah,
Massive. Are we talking about the same one?
I hope so.
Number 2 Alabama at number 20
Yeah,
Arkansas. Yeah.
yeah.
I got Alabama on that one still, but
I'm gonna pick Alabama, but Alabama does not play good on the road.
mm-hmm.
They struggle against Texas. Obviously Arkansas has one of the worst pass defenses in the country, which is not ideal when you're going up the Heisman Trophy winner Bryce Young.
Exactly.
But if I was Arkansas, you just got to do your ground and pound game and just
Mm-hmm.
waste the clock away and just run it down their throat.
Yeah. I,
But
I
then
got a I
Alabama's
got
defense is
a
really good too.
my game of the afternoon on Saturday is Oklahoma State at Baylor. That's my game of the afternoon. I got
That's your
Baylor.
game of the afternoon. Wow.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
my
it's gonna be a
game
good
to
game.
watch, not my personal love for anybody going on in there, but no, I think Baylor beats Oklahoma State in that one.
It is at home. Yeah, it's gonna be a good game. I really haven't watched a lot of Oklahoma State or Baylor. I just know Baylor lost to
Mm-hmm.
BYU. Um, but I think that's gonna be another close game.
You got an ACC matchup, Wake Forest at Florida State.
Yeah, I'm
What you
gonna
got
go.
there?
I'm gonna go Wake Forest just because Sam Hartman is a very, very good quarterback.
He is. Florida State's
He
kind of a surprise, right? A little
like
bit.
Florida State should be good. They get a lot of good recruits. They're just kind of starting to put it like playing good together.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, they could easily. This game, this is a toss up too. Like all these games are kind of just toss ups, really.
definitely.
But I think Florida State's if their quarterback, I think he got hurt like a game ago or something. But if he's there,
Mm-hmm.
they could easily win, and it's at Florida State. So
What about Texas A&M at Mississippi State?
I was
Another
just saw that game.
another
That's
top.
another. That's an. I hope Mississippi State beats Texas A&M.
I think they do.
I just
That's what
don't
I'm
like
thinking.
Texas A&M.
Yeah, and A&M's kind of been up and down. They had that awful
Yeah,
loss, but barely pulled out against what
I
Arkansas
want to
last
see.
week. I think
Hopefully,
it
there's
was.
some videos from their midnight yell again. That's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
What about Rutgers, Ohio State? Rutgers three
I,
and
I
one.
I skipped that one. But yeah,
I'm
keep an
kidding.
eye
It's
on
gonna
that.
be blown out.
Yeah,
Blowout.
I literally I looked over completely that one. I got NC State Clemson. We already talked about that. Pitt's gonna probably blow out Georgia Tech. I saw somebody that was making a case. He's some kind of sports analyst, making a case, and it was like a blind resume thing, and it was making a case for two teams. One that he it was like a whole resume, and one team that he did believe that was not deserving of a top 25, and one team that he was deserving. The team that was deserving of it blows out the team that wasn't. The team that wasn't was Pitt. He didn't
Mhm.
think Pitt, and the team that was Kansas, being 4-0 and like a top six strength of schedule record or whatever already so far.
Wait,
So,
they play each other?
um, no, no, no,
No. Okay,
no.
sorry.
But he was just like saying like people just think, oh, Kansas has been so bad, and he thinks the committee. He was calling out the committee saying they need to do a better job of instead of just saying these teams. That's what you've been saying, right?
The committee hasn't even released their rankings yet. It isn't even the college football playoff ranking. So that
Yeah,
guy, casual. It's
yeah.
the Associated Press. So it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, journalists.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like the
What else we
rankings right
got?
now literally do not matter.
No, 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 no. Yeah, I completely agree. I guess Oregon Stanford's the last one here,
I got another
but
game for us.
yeah, what you got?
Georgia versus Missouri. Gotta do Missouri. It's
Ooh,
at Mizzou. I'm pretty sure the game's
ooh,
sold out.
ooh.
Um, so if I
Oh
was
man,
Mizzou, I would not start whoever their quarterback is. Oh God, Connor Cook,
kind of
Brady
correct.
Cook.
Yeah,
You got to start that freshman who's in the Elite 11. I already forgot his name.
I that
I
that
think it's Sam
quarterback Mizzou
Horn or it's someone
Mizzou
else.
had last year, Blizak or whatever.
Yeah,
He's at Indiana. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was
I saw him this week.
supposed to be. I thought he played really good that year before.
Yeah, he did.
I know one of these guys was in the Elite 11. I just don't. Tyler Macon.
Gotcha.
He was in the Elite 11. He's a freshman. I say start the freshman because whoever Cook is not doing it for me. But it's a way. I hope Mizzou beats Georgia. They had going way back when I was playing Little League football. Missouri played Georgia and they upset them, I think, at Mizzou. Because I remember getting updates when after the game when I was done.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
You got any other college football matchups?
no.
It's a great week though. Great week.
Yes.
So let's get in.
Best weekend so far.
I agree. We didn't mention my Washington Huskies there.
You play a solid
UCLA,
team, don't you?
UCLA.
Yeah, they're
I
undefeated.
think at UCLA, right?
Yeah, so no one will be there.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get into our NFL picks here. So tonight is the Dolphins Bengals. We also have a little bit of fantasy to finish up with for all the people that were wanting some fantasy. But Dolphins Bengals, I got the Bengals tonight. What you got?
I'm going Dolphins.
Okay,
Just
I like it.
because I don't like Joe Burrow.
So
I may pick against the Bengals the whole time. Okay.
You know why I picked the Bengals tonight is because the Dolphins had that really rough like football match with the Bills game with the Bills, and it's a short week for them. So Tua had that head problem. You saw him shaking off the field, like kind of falling. And I just think in that type of football game in a short week, Bengals were coasting against the Jets. That's my reasoning. I
think Miami though has some guys on the defensive line who can get to Joe Burrow like the Jets have.
Oh yeah.
Can you name a defensive? Okay, I can't name a defensive lineman on the Jets, but they don't have some guys. But I just feel like the Miami's better defense, and all you have to do is get pressure on Joe Burrow and just smoke him, which I love seeing. It just brings joy to my life.
Yeah.
So
on Sunday, Vikings at the Saints. I know Saints offense has been brutally bad.
In London,
I got the Saints. Yes, I got the Saints in this one.
Vikings.
Okay, right on.
It's not prime time. It's as far as you can get from prime time for Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. Browns at the Falcons. I got the Falcons this week. They beat my Hawks last week. They looked good against the Saints, but lost in the last second field goal. They looked good against the Rams, but lost at the end there. I got the Falcons beating the Browns.
I'm going Browns. Chaunt them to death.
Dang, we're disagreeing so far.
Jacoby Brissett's been playing good too.
Commanders at the Cowboys. Oh my goodness.
Cowboys. Cooper Rush MVP,
baby. I'm going Commanders, baby. I'm going Commanders.
The Washington Commanders defense is so bad.
It's bad. It's very bad.
And our defense is pretty good, and they have a guy named Carson Wentz throwing it.
Yeah. I got roasted pretty good on live today for saying that.
I think Pollard and Elliott will have a big day and then give it to CD. I don't know if Gallup could be back this week. I'm thinking maybe not, but I don't know.
The Titans at the Colts. I have the Colts in this one. Big win last week. Everybody was coming at me for picking them over the Chiefs. I don't know if I said this already, but everybody can suck it. That everybody that has not heard me say that already. But yeah, I got the Colts over the Titans.
This is both of them had big wins last week. Man, this is a tough one.
In Indianapolis.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Colts.
Okay.
Even though it could go either way.
I should say my Seahawks against the Lions. I'm going against my Hawks this week. I think I picked the Niners against them too, but I got the Lions beating them. Lions have been really
you picked the Seahawks last week.
Against the Falcons I did, but the week before I think I picked the Niners over.
No, you picked the Seahawks. Remember, like, because Jimmy G's coming in, they're gonna have some change.
Oh, did I really?
Yeah.
Dang. Oh.
And then it was
I am picking the Lions this week.
I'm picking the Lions too.
Yeah. In Detroit.
They're favored again in a game.
The Bears versus the Giants. I got the Giants in this one. It's in New York. I don't like what the Bears offense has at all.
This is a god-awful game.
Awful game.
Giants.
Okay. This is the one I'm very interested in what you're going to say. Very interested. The Jacksonville Jaguars at the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going Eagles in a really close game. What you got?
I really want to go Jaguars, but I think Eagles just because it's at home.
Exactly. That's the only reason for me. You rolling with that?
Yeah,
You look indecisive.
I want to say Jaguars just because I just like
Yeah.
rolling with it, but I'm going Eagles.
Okay.
I hate the
Jets at
Eagles.
Jets at the Steelers, another awful game. I think Zach Wilson's back, if I saw that correctly. But I got the Steelers beating the Jets.
Yeah, me too.
The
Zach Wilson
Bills
overrated.
Bills at the Ravens. I hope the Ravens win. I think the Bills are going to be ticked off with how last week happened, and I got the Bills on the road.
Oh, Bills. The Ravens defense is god awful.
Exactly. That's a huge reason too. The Chargers at the Texans. That's a game to actually keep an eye on for me. I love the Chargers. I picked them to go to the Super Bowl for me, but Texans have been competitive in every game. I'd still have the Chargers in this one.
Yeah, I'm going Chargers as well.
Hope Herbert is right though, man.
Yeah.
This next game, I'm still torn. I'm going to make my decision here on the spot. Cardinals Panthers. I've been saying Cardinals to everybody on live and stuff. I'm going to go with the Panthers though. In Carolina, I'm going Carolina.
I'm going Cardinals.
Okay.
Panthers aren't good, and Christian McCaffrey did not practice today.
Yeah, that doesn't help. The Patriots at the Packers. I think this is the biggest blowout of the week. I got the Packers,
Packers.
big time. The Broncos at the Raiders. I got the Broncos. I got the Raiders going 0-4 to start the season, which I'm shocked.
It's in Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Raiders. I think they can score more points than the Broncos.
Yeah. Sunday night football. Kansas City Chiefs at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I have Tampa Bay winning that. I mean, good Lord, I hope Tampa Bay wins that.
I'm going Tampa Bay just because their defense is really good.
He's getting weapons back. Brady's getting Evans back. Julio's
Yeah.
back.
So. I think the Bucks are gonna pull it out.
Right on.
Yeah.
And then Monday Night Football, we got a really good NFC West matchup. Los Angeles Rams versus the San Francisco 49ers in San Fran. That's the big thing for me. I'm going Niners.
The 49ers are favored. I'm going Rams.
Yeah, I'm shocked they're favored.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see where the Rams win that. I'm going to go Niners though. I think they both go 2-2 after this. But fantasy wise, we talked. You and I talked off air to get three guys to go off this week. So you want to get us started? We can bounce back and forth.
Yeah, I'll do my like ones. I have like 5, but 2 are like the same people.
Bro, is that what you were smiling at?
What?
Because I freaking like look at me.
Yeah, your camera did the thing again.
I got you.
So my like combo pair is Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. The Ravens pass defense is god awful, so I think they're gonna go off.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess I can. God, I kind of forgot my other ones.
Wait, who'd you say who in Stephon Diggs?
Allen.
Oh, Josh Allen.
Yeah, I can't think of his first name. Josh Allen.
I got you.
And then I guess I'll do one of my 3. I'm gonna say Austin Eckler because Justin Herbert's a little banged up. Houston's defense, I don't think it's been playing that great against the run, so I can see them getting him a lot of touches just to get their offense back on track.
Mm-hmm. That's 3 for you.
I have a couple more.
Okay,
but I can say them all if you want me to.
Yeah, just go for it real quick.
I'll go Leonard Fournette. I don't think Kansas City's defense is that great.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, it's funny because they're all on someone's one team in our league. And James Robinson against the Eagles.
That's an interesting one.
All their defenses run because if they're a running back, they show like how their defense is against the run. So far. I don't think the Eagles have been playing incredible defense. I could be completely wrong. I know they gave up a bunch of points to the Lions. Yeah. I don't even know who they've played this year.
They only gave up like 7 to the Vikings, and then they gave up, I guess, 8
Okay, that was prime time. Yeah, that
doesn't count.
That doesn't count. But yeah, I'll go James Robinson. Why not?
Okay.
Honestly, Kirk Cousins could go off because it's very far from prime time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are mine.
Got you. Yeah, I honestly like all of those. I'm gonna stick with what you said with the Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen. I got Gabe Davis going off in that one against the Ravens. I got Najee Harris going off finally for the Steelers against the Jets at home. And I know people, including yourself, will say I'm biased with this one. Rashad Penny, in my opinion, had huge expectations and fantasy wise from a lot of people coming into the season. Hasn't had a touchdown yet. I think he's due, and I think he gets one against the Lions in Detroit, and hopefully gets more touches than 14 carries. I'm hoping he pushes more to the 20 mark. But yeah, I honestly I like all 7 or 8 of our picks here. So you guys wanted some more fantasy talk, so we gave that. We will be back on Monday morning to recap the weekend. MLB baseball, almost playoff time. Very exciting. It'll be October by then. Oh, bro, very
October on
exciting
Saturday.
times.
Spooky season.
We we appreciate you guys for listening to this pretty long episode here. But we're gonna have some long episodes coming up, man. Because I know you're not a big hockey fan, but I'll carry the hockey for us and NBA and whatever we got. So but yeah, everybody, thanks for listening. Have a great weekend and enjoy your time, hopefully off. And we will see you guys to start the week.
See you guys.